Superwoman, a modern-day short story by Kelly Maida. I grew up watching cartoons of superheroes such as Superwoman and Wonder Woman. I also grew up watching women work hard to raise their family while maintaining a job. I always wanted to be like Superwoman and be able to handle everything. As I grew up, I noticed my friends' mothers, and even those mothers of people I dated, worked hard to cook and clean, and even they prepared a meal. The women waited and sat down after everyone else was fed. I even saw this in some of my family members as well. Somehow, I picked this up subconsciously. I also had this feeling of wanting to help others. However, as I grew up, I went to college, I had kids, and I went after jobs that paid the bills. I did not follow my dreams. I went to college and I pursued degrees that I thought would pay the bills at the time, and I thought it would make me happy too. However, I didn't follow my dreams then. I tried to make everyone happy, but I found people in need of fixing. Somehow, by helping these people to stay clean, healthy, and sober, I lost who I was. I thought Superwoman helped everyone and could take on anything. I guess I forgot I was human. I never thought we could burn out after so many years of helping others and not helping ourselves. When I reflect on the past, I thought I was taking care of myself. I didn't realize just how much energy I was giving out by helping broken people out their lives and helping them put it back together. It took major shakeups in my life to help me see that I was not even on my own path. I was on other people's paths, and I didn't realize it. Even though I have been writing since I was a child, I did not know how to even start the process of writing for a living until I started making major changes in my life. I didn't realize all of the things that were prohibiting me from my dreams. I always thought that Superwoman and other role models that we see on TV, etc., had to be perfect with no flaws. So any flaws that I had, I tried to bury them deep inside so they would go away. But instead, they all came to the surface all at once after years of trying to keep them hidden. I thought strong people had to bear all of the burdens and could not ask for help. Until years of taking on so many burdens that I came to a point of almost burnout. I never realized that strong people can ask for help when they need it. There is no definition of strong or weak, but I do know that a strong person never gives up and always keeps trying. It doesn't matter if you're strong or weak at the moment, but everyone needs help sometimes. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to admit your flaws. If you didn't know what areas that you were weak in life, how would you be able to improve? Isn't that what life is all about? Constant change and evolution. It seems to me in life that we're always learning something new. We are always learning from our mistakes. It is okay to start from scratch and to build a totally new path in life and have no idea where that road that you're on will take you. I used to want to plan everything out for myself, but I found that by trying to plan everything, it takes the life out of living. If you plan everything, where is the room for spontaneity or change? We think we know what we want, or we have things planned, but life throws us a curveball. It's okay to change your mind and venture on a new path. Change is constant, and one thing I have learned for sure is that everything in life is constantly changing. As much as we wish things would stay the same, things change. We should look at it as a good thing. If we stayed the same, how would we ever grow or learn? Without change, we would never evolve. I feel the quote that says, if you want things to be different in your life, then you have to change what you're doing. And I believe that's correct. I wanted change so badly in my life, I changed everything, down to taking different routes when I drive, completely changing my behavior because I wanted to be the real me. The real me really loves to read and to write. The real me could care less about going to bars or going out. The old me used to go out a lot because I felt I was missing out on life. And I love music and dancing. I had children young, so I always felt I missed out on my youth, but I really didn't. Eventually, everything became old and boring as far as going out to bars and doing the same old thing after a while. The one thing that never gets old or boring to me is reading and writing. I finally found things that gave me meaning in life. It's never too late to carve a new path for yourself. It's never too late to start over. As long as you're breathing, you still have time. No matter how old you are, it's never too late to find yourself. We all owe it to ourselves to be happy. Once we are happy, it is so much easier for those around us to be happy. Once we are happy, we will attract the right people in our lives. You will no longer have to search for happiness outside yourself. You will never find it in another. Happiness was always inside you. You just had to find it for yourself. No one can help you do it or find it for you. In a sense, every person on this earth that is trying to cope with life and keeps going, or who provides for their families and never gives up, is a superhero. They come in all shapes and sizes. They don't have to wear a cape or a mask. They help others out and they do what they can to improve their lives. However, superheroes need time for self-love and care too. It is quite ironic how much I mentioned superheroes and looked up to them as a child. When I was young, I had to be around 7. I'm not exactly sure how old I was, but I went with my dad to his friend's restaurant and I wandered off from him. I was walking fast and not watching where I was going. I did not pay attention to where I was, and I fell down to what appeared at the time to be a hole. It was the trap door for a cellar that was left open. I landed on my feet. I was quite lucky. My dad said I was like a cat and called me Catwoman. I then got a pair of Catwoman glasses, and one of his friends called me Catwoman as well. My dad always said I was like a cat and landed on my feet. I just find that funny because Catwoman was always portrayed as a villain, but she landed on her feet every time. Whether you look at yourself as Superwoman, Catwoman, or just a woman, we're all just doing our best and trying to find our own way in life. Even when life seems at its worst, you can always land on your feet. If you keep trying, even if you fall down, you can get back up.